The dog pound will be barking as EA Sports is pleased to join you from the always raucous Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. But tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Room here to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I'm one, ready?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. You look at this Browns defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game.
Here we go, here we
top
go.
Top 5 passing offense
11,
versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? What's that? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
On the set. Ready.
They'll start on the ground hard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
22 needle. Hut, hut.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 3rd and 2. Hayes. Well, that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here we go. Here
Here's
we
a
go.
2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tough on 3rd and 6.
I really like what he did there, because he took his practice work and converted it to game action, because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He finds McCoy. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ready,
The
ready.
Cleveland offense ready to go. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
It's just called, as we just saw right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Ready.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Browns had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
You talk about this Bengals defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Yellow. Ready.
On 4th down, Hayes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now, this is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do them.
There he goes, left side. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
A gain of 64 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Burrow. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
At the Browns' 5-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the
touchdown Bengals. From 6 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Yellow.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD? Down the numbers. There he goes. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off play action. Hayes. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Set.
Looking to throw. Hayes. Able to get this one to McBride. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go.
Now 2nd and 5.
Black Ultra. Hut. Go.
Back to throw. Hayes. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Browns have taken the lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Whoa,
They
whoa,
trail
whoa.
a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. Out to his left. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Thomas.
Burrow on play action. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McCoy. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the 1st as that leads to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple the defenders on the drive's first play.
And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hayes throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Rail, 52 blaster.
On 3rd down, Hayes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything to hold on to it, but a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's fielded at the 45, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
11. Stop.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
11 MT. They got to go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now that's mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Browns 14. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down and want to be a gain of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go, here we go.
This 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to...
Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase from 21 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
the score. Bengals 28, Browns 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, right back to Hall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
White.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And first down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Hayes. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Flight blue.
To
throw on third down. Hayes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Taking it about the 36. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11. Gotta go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
11, Thomas.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on front. And it caught up.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure. Fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest.
Ready.
Put it away.
Here's Hall again.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the ground, it's Lynch. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they do finally get him at the 12.
133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And when you draw up a draw play, you want to draw it up like that, right?
Sometimes it takes some fortitude to call that play because if it doesn't work, it's a lot of angry people waiting in the hole for the runner. In this case, they broke free, a big gain.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And they run the option on second down.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with Hall. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Well, throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
1st down, Bengals.
12, 11, 11. Here we go. Get in the huddle.
Here's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They come in off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Five, 97. Ready?
Off the play fake. Hayes. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Ready.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Set.
Straight ahead is Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off play action. Hayes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Hayes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Down.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Hayes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Logan Wilson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Hey, green. Drill green.
On 3rd down, Hayes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here we go. Ready?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. One-score game.
Yeah, I'm a defender. I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. I said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down up to the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there. It looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
You know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That open man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Carmen?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Steal, black. Set, cut.
On first down, Hayes. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, we're going to win all this season because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hut.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right around the 25. It's another first down, and that'll be a gain of 21 yards.
Love the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield.
Here we go.
And when they see openings, take their shots.
Set.
On 1st and 10, Hayes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Ready.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
Ready.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Hall again. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just now being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Set.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown! David Njoku. Beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a 4th quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here.
25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
11.
To throw, Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 70. And the Bengals strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's first down.
Ten cycles.
Back to throw. He's got a man wide open, complete. They're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down.
That gets him the first down, but he's still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10
Ready,
now.
go. Green Jack. Set, go.
Back to throw.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's go.
2 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's a first and 10 now. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here we go.
Here's
Here we
a
go.
2nd and 7. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
There's a nice move. And out of bounds right around the 20.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Come on, set.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Eat old blue. Ready?
He's back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll try and run it in, and he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Here we go, here we go.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Cincinnati, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.